Hello, welcome to the weekend. Please kindly subscribe and share. Judge Aileen Cannon of the U.S. District Court, according to former New York Assistant Attorney General Adam Pollock, is tipping the odds in favor of Donald Trump. Pollock said to MSNBC's Alex Witt on Sunday that special counsel Jack Smith will cooperate on Monday after the judge's request for jury instructions, which experts claim is not in line with the law or the case. He has to follow the directive, Pollock said. The court will issue an order to him about these jury instructions. The order will thereafter be appealable to him. Smith could file an appeal before the case is scheduled for trial, according to the former prosecutor. He said, "This is placing the wagon before the horse in its entirety." The judge is stacking the deck in favor of the defendant by indicating, as she has said from the beginning, that she doesn't believe in this case and that it isn't justified. Does Jack Smith have any other options to forward this case? Witt pondered. Pollock said, he has successfully appealed earlier orders from this judge to the appellate court, and the appellate court has repeatedly reversed this judge. I anticipate that he will return straight to the appeal court if there is an order about these jury instructions, since she has already indicated she is inclined to issue one. Trump-selected Cannon, however, has been overturned by an appeals court that first decided in Trump's favor on handling secret material. Despite having no legal expertise, Cannon, a member of the Federalist Society, was confirmed to the federal court in November. Her choice gained attention when secret papers were found during a search of Trump's Florida home at Mar-a-Lago by federal authorities. Cannon agreed with Trump's attorneys to put a stop to the FBI's investigation of these documents until they could be reviewed by an impartial third party. The former Attorney General of Trump, William Barr, was among many who criticized this action. Later, the appeals court reversed Cannon's ruling, holding that she lacked the authority to choose a special master to examine the records. This decision was made in the midst of accusations against Trump for impeding justice and unlawfully keeping sensitive materials. Once again, a group of 22 state attorneys general are urging Congress to remedy the glaring vagueness that has allowed legal cannabis products to be sold nationwide over the counter, sometimes even from vending machines or the internet. A March 20 letter addresses the fallout from Republican lawmakers' decision to legalize hemp production in the 2018 Omnibus Farm Bill, which may have unintentionally resulted in the emergence of a multi-billion-dollar market for intoxicating cannabis products that are arguably legal under federal law, according to The Hill on Saturday, March 30, 2024. Hemp, a variety of cannabis sativa plant with less than 0.3% THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana, is now legal thanks to the historic 2018 Farm Bill. The goal of legalizing was to encourage the production and distribution of goods produced from hemp, such CBD, cannabidiol oil, which is non-psychedelic and is thought to offer a number of health advantages. Nevertheless, the Farm Bill's wording remained ambiguous about the legal standing of other cannabis derivatives, such delta-8 THC, a hemp-derived substance with effects similar to those of regular marijuana. In many jurisdictions where marijuana is still illegal, this uncertainty has made it possible for delta-8 THC products to be sold, raising worries about public health and safety. The state attorneys general emphasized the need for clarity in cannabis product regulation in a letter to Congress, noting cases where products were sold without adequate labeling or quality control to minors. They contend that in the absence of explicit federal regulations, states are forced to fend for themselves in a complicated legal environment that is changing quickly. The group has issued a call to action at a time when national support for legalizing cannabis is growing. While 37 states have approved marijuana for medicinal use, just 18 states have allowed it for recreational use. The regulatory landscape for cannabis firms has become complex and uneven due to the patchwork nature of state legislation, posing difficulties for both compliance and enforcement. Some legislators have responded to the letter by stating that they are in favor of making cannabis derivatives' legal status more clear. The legalization of cannabis advocate Senator Ron Wyden, D.R., has demanded the lifting of all federal prohibitions on the drug, including the designation of THC as a Schedule I banned narcotic. However, some legislators are still dubious about further deregulating cannabis because to worries about its effects on public safety and health. The ongoing discussion around the legalization of cannabis and the need for state